Okay, so the traits about the pika in this question are made up, not real. But let's pretend that in the pika or pika animal, the allele for albino fur is recessive to the allele for wild-type brown fur. So here we have brown fur, and we have albino as our options so far. And the allele for small lung capacity is recessive to the allele for large lung capacity. So here we have large and we have small. So let's just use a B for that. And then for lung capacity, we could use L's. Okay. And then it says, the gene controlling fur color is carried on an autosome, whereas the gene controlling lung capacity is carried on an X chromosome. So now for the lung capacity, we're going to need to add like this. If they have the dominant alleles, that means they have large lungs capacity, and then if they have the lowercase l, they have the smaller lung capacity. So now we have an autosomal trait and we have a sex-linked trait. So the question says, a true breeding male with wild-type fur. So I recommend as you read the question, you write down what you read. Don't wait till you get to the end, because then you'll miss stuff. So a true breeding male with wild-type fur and a large lung capacity, so I'm going to add an L right there, capital L, is crossed with a true breeding female albino, okay, and a small lung capacity. What proportion of the offspring are expected to be males with wild-type fur and small lung capacity? Give your answer as a fraction or a decimal value from 0 to 1. So let's go ahead and use our, we'll break up our traits and use the rule of multiplication. And you see here that the only phenotype possible for fur color is wild type. So we're going to go 1 over 1 or 100%. Well, all the offspring will have wild type fur. And then the other one is a male with small lung capacity. So the mother, has recessive, has small lungs. And then the dad has a large lung capacity. So we find that all of the daughters are going to be hybrids, and all of the sons will actually have a small lung capacity. So the likelihood of a child being a son with a small lung capacity is 1/2. So when we look at the probability for this answer, what proportion of their offspring are going to be males with wild-type fur and small lungs, the answer will be 1/2.